So we have an occult scrap. This is good. I can take this. But I know for a fact that both of these can actually grant me a higher level occult scrap, which I can either use or break down to get 2 of these. I will get this one because I want to read the text that comes with it. But in future chances, when I get an occult scrap here, I'm just gonna try to gamble for a higher one. So let's see. I walked the wood last night, and the scissors worked in the distance, and the furred fangs crammed my mouth and swarmed my ears, and I felt the old urge to drop to woe 4s and nose among the roots. But I remembered that I walk upright by day, and I know fire and steel and words. And at last I found where the velvet had concealed a secret on the tree bark beneath moss. I read it then with the tips of my fingers, and I think now that I could write it in full. Okay. Yeah, study, go fucking read a book, whatever. Kindling Ripe and the Mold Spray Grave and the other stories. The protagonist, a speechless cat thing called Kindling Ripe, performs a series of elaborate rites to rescue members of her extended family, culminating in the resurrection of her other grandmother, Modiwarp. Yeah, I read this already. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Ah, Dread, of course. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. Just explore the occult scrap. This will grant us another expedition that we can't do. Okay, we have Passion, we have Glimmering. I would love to actually do a thing that's like productive, but I can't. I have to wait at least, oh no, I have, yeah, at least 5 seconds for the Passion to renew. Okay, we have Glimmering, and when the snake witch killed the stag, Kittling. Wow, this is so wordy. Jesus Christ, and it's like a tongue twister. When the snake witch killed the stag, Kittling snatched one of its eyes. When the dry witch killed the soul, Kittling stole a cup of its blood. Then she took them to the place Modiwarp lay buried. And she shook out of her hair and she began to dance. That is very colorful. We have Moth lore, which is okay. Oh god, what can I do? It's like I understand that this is part of the game design, the stress and of it all. But the thing is that like it's not particularly interesting. Like this situation is stressful, but it's like I am brushing the interesting part of the game aside, which is the reading of the lore and the forming of connections, to focus on obtuse and poorly designed game mechanics just to keep myself from gaming over. So like this, I said it before and I'll say it again, this is a badly designed game. Like this is a game that is really good despite of itself, not because of it. Do I still have staleness? Yes, I do. Let's paint on Glimmering, I guess. The way to get rid of staleness is probably to generate a bunch of notoriety. Oh god, sickness again, fuck. Dream of health. I could study of health actually. Dreaming of health is a chance of vitality. Studying health is guaranteed. But I would, I have nothing else to read. Yeah, I could have definitely just studied of health. So we have St. Agnes Hospital. They did good work here once. Certainly there were a few too many amputations, but then there are individuals who would prefer not to walk the city streets. Okay, let's just move on. Try to earn some money that will be immediately robbed by this thing. I don't think I got a single fund. I got some fun. There we go. I got Mystique. I got a ton of Glimmering. Got Passion. Let's study some of this Glimmering because why not? And I have some Glimmering here as well. And my thingy. So let's paint again. Let's use more Passion. Anything else that I can put here? No, I need to generate more. Let's do a portrait on the hanger-on. I don't have funds, so whatever. I have hunger, which I need funds for, which is great. I'm really happy about that. Our study of health didn't really do anything for us. In fact, I think it actually fucked us over because, yeah, I don't know. I have funds, I have contentment, I have Mystique, more contentment, hanger on. Our passion is exhausted, more Mystique. And yeah. What is happening here? Glimmering study. Dream with funds to restore strength. Go paint more. Inspiration. Maybe I should just do something esoteric. It's going to give me notoriety, but I need to sell something. We have Glimmering, lesson learned. Do we have more Glimmering? Yes. More Glimmering. Oh. I don't have paint. It's bad. Do I have funds? Like anywhere? No, and I'm fucked because of this if I don't get any from here. God, this is the worst. He grabbed the Mystique, so that means it's probably going to send a hunter after me now. We produced at least one thing, that's good. Got Mystique, got more Glimmering, more Mystique, Mystique. Got our notoriety. This is new, right? We didn't have any before. Yeah. Like, this is the worst possible time to have notoriety, but okay. But here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I had a fund. I'm gonna paint again. With notoriety and Mystique. As much as I can. And I already did it. I should have painted with passion. Fuck. Gonna paint exoteric art. And I'm gonna use a fund. And now we have the wary detective against us. Use the fund before it goes somewhere else. We have another Glimmering, lesson learned. Do we have more Glimmering? Hopefully this generates at least one. Oh god. Let's see. Restlessness. Wow, 14 things. I got a lot of money out of that. That's good. Watchman's Secret. Mystique. Mystique. Glimmering. Yes. Mystique. Notoriety. Is it not generating? Oh no, yeah, it totally is. And this is all funds, right? Yeah. Have 4 funds. Thank God. We have a small opening. Clavat, go search for somebody while I have money. And can I study something? Anything? I can study Glimmerings that I have a bunch of. Yeah, okay, go do that. I'm gonna paint. Using all the notoriety in the world, this is a bad idea. And do I have a passion? I have a passion. Okay. And about the red cup. And I'm going to pay 1 to see if I can. No, that's not what I wanted you to find. Go search again. Find me somebody. Put a fun here. Oh, she found somebody. Knife. Edge, actually. Is edge useful? Like, but not this one. I don't want to do with the shitty guy. Oh, we have dread. But we have some money, you have a lot of mystique. Contentment, more glimmering, which is nice. Notoriety, a lot of it. Passion, more notoriety, more notoriety. This is bad. 3 notoriety is really bad. But we also have 3 funds, which is like 6 funds more than I had in a very long time. So let's just be happy about that. And let's upgrade the skill. Okay, upgrade me. And now I can paint with even more notoriety, which will be great. I'm sure that will work out successfully for everyone involved. And now I can kind of explain this. So here is the problem. We have this guy, the weary detective. This gentleman would much rather be left alone with his pipe and his illustrated London news, but no. Apparently, some conjurer of abominations has to be hunted down like a mad dog, and apparently no one else can find the time. This gentleman is our hunter. Aspect hunter. Aspect mortal. And he will now periodically hunt down for us. He will try to find evidence. Actually, he will try to find traces of us, which is what mystique is. Mystique has attracted this hunter's attention. They can't prove anything. No, they can prove nothing yet, but they will keep looking for longer. So the thing is that as long as there is mystique on the table, they will keep searching. So you can see, I have a fuck ton of mystique here. And mystique by itself is not a problem, but notoriety is. If they find notoriety, they can make evidence. If they make evidence, they can continue to build upon that evidence and eventually you go to jail. Which, if I'm being honest here, aside from running out of money, going to jail is by far the more likely scenario for this playthrough to end. And I actually have no idea how I'm going to counter this, because as long as there is mystique on the table, he will continue to search for notoriety. And notoriety, while I have it in my painting, it doesn't run out, and I keep churning out mystique. So I don't know how it worked before in earlier versions of the game, but this is a disaster. Oh, I have moth. Can I use this? It's been abandoned since the expedition when both owners died. The machine, skin knows particular trinkets. I can try. Considering that I have the very, very rare circumstance of actually having money, let's try to get this guy, because he's actually, like, he's a decent hireling for moth. And I will use some dirty tricks to see if I can keep him around. Let's dream of the wood. Can I spare a passion? So let's try some of the lore that we have. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Do I have more? Oh yeah, watch my secret. So the light in the wood, but it's not enough. There is a house in the wood. This much I know. Here is a light through the trees, but it's not high level enough to actually guide me through. So I'm just gonna leave this here, but I can't, it's not gonna do anything for me. We got more passion and our skill is improved. We can now put more things. Put all of the notoriety in there and put one passion. Oh, I don't have staleness anymore. That's great. Should we do... I'm gonna lock this dread. This restlessness. Hopefully this works. Oh. This paints right now. The curse of the night. Oh, not the color. Okay. Let's see. So we have an experienced swindler. So that immediately start going, like, searching for someone else. And I'm gonna speak with you about nothing. And that is what my talking operator will be doing for the next, until we find somebody else. Okay, we have exhausted our passion, mystique, glimmering, more mystique, contentment, all of our notoriety back, and our skill, and we have only 2 money. Do we have staleness? Yes, we have staleness. Where is... My passion is exhausted. I have 2 passion. I'm gonna paint with 2 passion. God damn it. Fucking god damn it. So we're gonna paint with 2 passion. Where is the passion? Oh no, we're gonna paint with 3 passion. Yeah, this is what's up. And I don't want to use any mystique. I'm just... Should I use like 1 notoriety? I'm not gonna use any. Because I want to try to get rid of this staleness. And I think I'm gonna actually purposefully generate another notoriety, which is a horrible idea. Oh, we found someone. This one is Forge 5. I'm actually gonna go for it. Oh, we have Fascination. Fuck. Fascination is one of the more difficult things to get rid of. And it came at a horrible time because I had some dread here and it's just gone. Nightmare, the cleansing dawn. Now I can slough off my flesh patch by patch, tugging the tendons free like fibers picked from teeth. My skin lies like a shredded blanket. The sun heaves itself above the horizon with a triumphant battle yell. The light falls like acid on my naked bones. Pain wakes me. My bones will throb for days. Ah, shit. Should we dream of the wood again passionately? I don't have any passion to use this on. Do I have? No, I don't. So Fascination is one of our get 3 of these and you're fucked game over conditions, and I can actually get rid of it with Dread or with Fleeting Reminisce, which is something that up until this point we have been getting a ton of, but let's see. The only way to get Fleeting Reminisce is like if the game decides you deserve it, which is annoying. Got Contentment, which is good because we have this Dread accumulated here. Oh, go back to talking to the Symbol. I want to preserve the timer on it. Got Mystique, got more Mystique, got Glimmering, got more Mystique. 1 more Notoriety, which is awful. Got our Passion. And we still have Staleness. That's great. Super happy about that. But we got funds, at least for now. Should we paint with all of the notoriety in the world? what is coming up. Fascination is coming up. Just let the notoriety here for a little bit. Do I have any books in Sanskrit? No, I don't. Fuck. This is the worst. I have this thing in Greek and I can do like nothing about it.